Every fan of Jacksonville drill knows about the beef between Fulio's KTA gang and Young and Ace's ATK gang, but only real fans know the beef first started between Young and Ace and YNR Mookey, another rapper from Jacksonville who's affiliated with Fulio. Let's dive into the career and come up of YNR Mookey. YNR Mookey is a rapper from the Arlington neighborhood of Jacksonville, also known as A-Block. He raps Young and Reckless, aka Dankway, and they known to beef with gangs from the west side of Jacksonville, specifically Young and Ace and his gang, ATK. YNR is under the KTA umbrella, which includes 6 Block, Fulio's gang. So YNR is cool with rappers like Fulio and Spot 'em Got 'em, but beefs with ATK rappers like Ace and K-So. Mookey is the most well-known member of YNR, along with his homie YNR Slugga T. Slugga T is from KTA and Mookey's right-hand man. He might look a little funny with slick back hair, gold teeth, and tattoos, but Slugga T is really about that life. He grew up in Jacksonville with all the other YNR members and played football, which is how they all met. He earned his stripes by being a solid fighter and eventually became one of YNR's main shooters. His grandma's husband, Jerry Colombo, was from the Colombo crime family, who was part of the 5 families that ran the New York Mafia. Jerry and Robin Colombo became famous for being part of the $24 million McDonald's Monopoly scam that was covered on the HBO documentary McMillions. So Slugga T was born into a life of crime. He and Mookey are day ones and called themselves the MURDA twins, even dropping a track by that name back in 2020. Other than Fulio, Spot 'em Got 'em, and Ace, they're 2 of the most popular rappers in the Jacksonville drill scene. The beef between ATK and YNR allegedly started at a block party. There was a fight between the 2 groups that led to a shootout where Mookey was grazed by a bullet while Slugga T fired back. Rumors say Ace was the one who fired the shot that hit Mookey. This ain't been confirmed, but after the party, Mookey and Ace started dissing each other in songs. This shootout is supposedly the spark that lit the fuse in the beef between KTA and ATK. YNR Mookey talks about that night on the track Dead Ops, where he raps, "They popped out the cut and tried to leave a nigga dead. I got grazed, Slugga shot back, Bree should've left him dead." So he confirms Slugga fired back, and his friend Bree, aka Jabri Cook, another YNR member, was also there that night. But Mookey ain't the only one who rapped about what went down that night. Another rapper from ATK, K-So, also gave his side of the story. On the track Bang It Out, he raps, "Mookey, what you on, boy? We don't really know your ass. I ain't gonna speak too much, but your ass was almost f***ing grass. KTA boy, your ass better be safe. We had Slugga on the chase, almost ate that face." While he's rapping this bar, one of K-So's homies is seen tearing up an Uno card with the number 6 on it, which looks like a diss to Fulio's hood, 6 Block. K-So also dissed YNR on Instagram Live, taking shots at Fulio's dead brother Bibby and calling YNR Slugga T a fake-ass Slim Jesus. Slugga T responded to K-So on his own live and proved that he wasn't scared. After the alleged shootout at the block party, KTA and ATK started dissing each other back and forth and got into minor shootouts. But the beef got even crazier after Fulio's cousin, Zion Brown, was murdered in 2017. Zion got chipped after someone threw a brick through the sliding glass door of his house before entering and firing shots, killing Zion and injuring his 2 little sisters. A 19-year-old named DeAndre Thomas, aka Trey Shorty, was later arrested for the murder. Trey had ties to Young and Ace and ATK, so this murder only turned up the war between these 2 gangs. Not long after that, something tragic happened that pushed the beef to the point of no return. On June 5th, 2018, Ace, his brother Quan, and his friends 23 and 4 were victims of a drive-by shooting. They were out to eat for a birthday celebration at a Japanese steakhouse called Wasabi. When they left, they stopped at a red light when a car pulled up on them and started dumping shots. The car was sprayed with bullets and everyone was killed except for Ace. He got shot a total of 8 times but pulled through because none of the bullets hit any major organs. But he still had to mourn the loss of his blood brother and 2 of his closest homies. While he was recovering in the hospital, Ace got arrested for violating his probation after a local gun store owner saw him on the news and remembered him and his friends coming into the shop earlier that day. Ace was a convicted felon after being involved in a robbery with Trey Shorty back in 2017. During the robbery, a gun went off and almost hit a 12-month-old child. Ace was the getaway driver, so he got arrested as an accomplice. He did like a year in jail and got 31 months of probation. So, when police saw surveillance footage from the gun store showing Ace holding a weapon, he was arrested for violating his probation. Ever since the shooting, his ops have used it to diss Ace, including YNR Mookey. On the track Draco, Mookey raps, "Swear I ain't nothing to play with. Ride got grazed, 3 niggas ain't make it. Left a nigga car shaking." While he's rapping this bar, he's seen burning an Ace of Spades card, letting fans know who the diss is about. Fulio also used the shooting to diss Ace. In the video for the When I See You remix, he went as far as printing out a banner from the news coverage on the shooting, showing 23, 4, and Quan. So many assumed KTA was behind the shooting that almost took Ace's life. It's said to be payback for the shootout where Mookey was grazed and the murder of Fulio's cousin, Zion Brown. After that, it was an all-out war between ATK and KTA, and both sides was at each other's necks. But before anything else happened, YNR Mookey and Slugga T had some legal issues that took him off the streets. In 2018, Mookey got arrested after committing multiple car burglaries and then got out in 2019. But not long after, Jacksonville police arrested 6 men in an investigation called Operation Wrap Up. They was accused of making violent threats on social media and in music videos where they used real guns. 2 of the dudes named in the indictment were Tyler Jackson and Tyler Simmons, aka YNR Mookey and Slugga T. Police say all the men arrested were gang members who used social media to threaten and intimidate people. The sheriff claimed the videos promoted drug use and celebrated violence. In the news report on the investigation, they have footage from Mookey's video for Draco, where he raps about the shooting that killed Quan, 23, and 4. Police say many of the weapons in the video are real. Mookey and others were felons and not allowed to have guns, even in the music video. So Mookey got hit with possession of a firearm as a convicted felon, and Slugga T was charged with possession of a weapon by a juvenile delinquent found to have committed a felony act. The 4 of the men arrested were 26-year-old Ronnie Myrick, 28-year-old Nicholas Parker, 29-year-old Christopher Parker, and 17-year-old Tyler Smith. Police were still looking for 3 other suspects who were on the run at the time of the press conference. Mookey was denied a bond and has been locked up fighting the case ever since. At one point, there was a rumor going around that Mookey got snitched on by his homie, Spot 'em Got 'em. Young and Ace's brother, ATK released paperwork that allegedly proved Spot 'em Got 'em had snitched on Mookey. Before blowing up with the song Beatbox, Spot 'em Got 'em's crib was raided by Jacksonville police, where they found pills, illegal guns, and ammo. Supposedly, Mookey was there during the raid, and Spot 'em told police that Mookey was trying to conceal a pole. YBZ says the rapper specifically told police that the guns belonged to YNR Mookey, which is what led to him getting arrested. But Mookey eventually made a statement from jail, saying Spot 'em Got 'em had nothing to do with his case, and that he was his brother. So it sounds like the rumors was capped, because Mookey wouldn't have stood up for Spot 'em Got 'em if he actually snitched. Since then, Mookey's been behind bars fighting for his freedom. In May 2021, his lawyer put out a statement where he accused Jacksonville police of wrongfully arresting Mookey and the others for weapons possession when the guns used in their videos was props. He also says that the original charges were dropped after the state's attorney was exposed for conducting a corrupt investigation. Mookey's still sitting down because he's facing another pending weapons charge. Mookey was in the backseat of someone's car when police searched it and found a gun in the glove compartment. Even though it was proven not to be his, he still has a pending gun charge and is being held in jail. In the statement, the lawyer also refers to the Spot 'em Got 'em snitching allegations. He claims they're also trying to give Mookey 15 years over a false allegation made by a juvenile pinning a charge on him in a weapons investigation. He don't mention Spot 'em Got 'em by name, but it seems to fit the paperwork that YBZ released. Mookey's been fighting hard to even get a trial date, but still remains in jail without evidence to prove that he possessed any of the weapons he's charged with. A witness even came forward and confessed that Mookey had nothing to do with the charges he's accused of, but he's still being targeted for being labeled as a violent gang member. It sounds like Slugga T is also having a tough time in jail. There was a rumor going around that he ran into the ops while locked up and got stabbed. The rumor started after his mom allegedly posted about it on social media and then deleted it. This ain't been confirmed, but wouldn't be too surprising with all the beef that YNR has with different gangs in Jacksonville. So it seems like police really don't have much evidence to bring in conviction, but want to keep the murder twins off the streets for as long as possible. They can only hold them without a trial for so long, so if what the lawyer said is true, they should be coming home sooner than later.